Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your Friday edition of the ClarkCountyToday.com video update. Well, some thunderstorms rolled through the area overnight, and that brought some heavy rain and finally improvements to our air quality from hazardous to just unhealthy. Now, things should improve further tonight and into Saturday. And those rains have helped crews battling the Big Hollow fire southeast of Cougar. They've got containment now up to about 25%, according to Jeff Dimke, the incident commander for Northwest Incident Management Team 12. The fire has grown to more than 24,000 acres, but is largely smoldering and creeping, according to Dimke. The hope is to get a containment line all the way around that fire before things dry out and warm up again early next week. Washington's Commissioner of Public Lands, Hillary Franz, was in Amboy today getting an update on the Big Hollow fire. Asked about the recent politicization of the West Coast historic fire season, with Washington Governor Jay Inslee dubbing them climate fires, Franz quipped, "Hot air never put out a fire." The Democrat, who is running for re-election in November, said she needs more resources to fight wildfires, including planes, fire trucks, and crews. Francis also said she prefers harvesting old dying trees in state forests and allowing more grazing on grasslands to reduce tinder that helps those small fires become big ones. Now, the most important thing, she said, is time, getting those resources to a fire as quickly as possible. Watch ClarkCountyToday.com soon for a full recap of the commissioner's comments, as well as a one-on-one interview with our own John Lee. Well, Vancouver Public Schools is reversing course on plans to start hybrid in-person classes as soon as September 29th. On Thursday, the district said it would be asking parents to opt their elementary-age children in or out of a hybrid learning model that would have smaller groups of students attending classes 2 days a week with fully remote learning on Wednesdays. In a statement today, the district said it had heard concerns from the union representing teachers as well as a number of parents. The delay, said the district, will allow time to continue monitoring COVID-19 case trends in the county and preparing educators for the move back into buildings. Speaking of COVID-19, Clark County Public Health today announced 19 new cases diagnosed. That brings the weekly total to 182, which is slightly higher than last week. And testing results released today show positive testing rates have increased from under 3% in mid-August to more than 5% as of Labor Day weekend. Data for the period following the holiday is not yet available, but should be next week. The overall number of tests being conducted per week has also declined, possibly due to people staying home to avoid the toxic air from local wildfires. Now, updating the COVID outbreak at Bridge Chiropractic in Salmon Creek, Public Health says 2 other employees are now presumed to have contracted the virus, though they are awaiting further testing. 237 of the nearly 300 patients who may have been exposed have been contacted. The State Department of Health and the Department of Labor and Industries have both opened investigations into that clinic, which operates under the umbrella of Chiro One Wellness Centers, following several complaints about a lack of protective equipment used by staff. Following instructive action in July, another complaint last month prompted DOH to start an investigation. L&I opened their inspection late yesterday. Well, barring another delay, the 9-day closure of the northbound interstate bridge span kicks off at 12:01 a.m. tomorrow. Our own Jacob Grandeman had the opportunity to ride along with local law enforcement to find out how they'll be working to keep people safe during this project.
In the state of Washington, 30% of all fatal traffic collisions involved a distracted driver. Oftentimes, such collisions occur when a series of circumstances converge, such as traffic congestion. In a preemptive response to the I-5 bridge construction that will close the southbound span this weekend, Target Zero has partnered with law enforcement in Clark County to increase distracted driving patrols. Target Zero is a state program with the goal of eliminating traffic-related fatalities in Washington by the year 2030. We rode along with Washington State Patrol to see what the operation was like.
So today we're working on a distracted driving emphasis, which means that when we talk about emphasis, we talk about going out in a multiple units going out to enforce distracted driving. Sometimes it's DUI, sometimes it's seatbelt usage, those types of things. So today is distracted driving, and with that, we have units from multiple agencies, from the State Patrol, Clark County Sheriff's Office, and Vancouver Police Department. being in law enforcement, it doesn't matter what agency you come from, whether you're state, city, or a county agency, we're all on the same team. So we all try to combat the dangerous behavior that's out on the roadway together. Distracted driving, it's a $136 infraction, your first offense if you get caught. And then if you are stopped again and observed using an electronic device within 5 years, then that goes up to 200 and some change. So what we've done over the State Patrol is, in anticipation of the closure, we have scheduled additional units down in that area, and those units will be on motorcycles because they're able to navigate in and out of that traffic pretty easily. It's important to use our resources, and Target Zero is one of our resources. Having them bring this task force together with the allied agencies down here in the area that we can all work together has been fantastic.
Very informative stuff. Thanks so much, Jacob. And by the way, we have a great breakdown of the project and how you can plan around it available at clarkcountytoday.com. So go check that out. Speaking of bad drivers, this guy might be up for some kind of award. On Thursday afternoon, a Clark County Sheriff's Office detective spotted an older Acura weaving along SR 14 eastbound east of I-205 going over 100 miles an hour. The detective started a pursuit, followed that Acura off the 6th Street exit in Camas, then back onto the freeway going westbound. As the detective slowed to break off the pursuit because of the danger, the driver also slowed, then swerved and slammed into the side of the patrol car. The impact sent the Acura off the side of the freeway. The guy bailed and ran into the nearby rock quarry, but a canine officer was able to track him down a short time later. The suspect was transported to the hospital with unspecified injuries, then booked into the Clark County Jail. The detective escaped without injury. The opening round of the LPGA's Cambia Portland Classic is going on right now, and there is a local professional in the field. Here's Paul Valencia with a report on Vancouver's Caroline Inglis.
Good evening. You know, for the last couple of weeks, I've talked to Caroline Inglis on the phone. We've exchanged text messages, emails. Well, on Thursday, I finally got a chance to meet the LPGA golfer from Vancouver. That's right, from Vancouver. She and her husband Taylor recently moved to Clark County. Caroline grew up in Eugene, then starred at the University of Oregon. She made her debut on the LPGA Tour in 2017, then was playing a full schedule in 2018 before a serious back injury set her back for 2 years. Well, she has returned to the game. She's made 2 cuts at majors this year, and this week she's playing on her home course, Columbia Edgewater, just a few miles from her home. Playing in the Cambia Portland Classic is special for Caroline, and not just because it's a home tournament. Cambia is her sponsor as well. Together, they are raising money for the OHSU Knight Cancer Institute. For more on why this is a personal tournament for her, read our story on clarkcountytoday.com.
All right, great story. Thanks, Paul, and good luck to Caroline Inglis. That's your Friday look at the stories we're following for you at clarkcountytoday.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can also reach us with feedback and story ideas via email to news@clarkcountytoday.com is the address. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks so much for watching. Have a safe and smoke-free weekend, and we'll be back with you again next week.